So let's jump into it. You know what? Let's jump into it. We have a lot of things today to cover, honestly. And I'm going to share with you today multiple methods of how to be able to find products without using tools. But the last session, I missed one thing about how to find products with Helium 10. It's a little process or a little analogy or little way of thinking. I think you should really do it. So I'm going to share that before we get into the other ways of finding products. So let me come here. All right. So it continues. It's actually there. We are in module 2. Product research is the key, and product research continued. And today I want to just emphasize on that message. There's no such a thing as a perfect product. So if you were thinking to find this perfect product that is going to be like other people saying, oh, low competition and you will sell from day one, is not going to happen. As we know here, I'm very clear with you. I'm very straight up. It's a process and it will take you time until you become profitable. I usually see it from 3 to 6 months that you're becoming profitable, and more you do it, more reviews, more ranking, you make more money and more money and more money. But the thing is, how hard is our launch is going to be and how much money we're going to spend on each product. And this is the thing that we really need to emphasize on and make sure that we are choosing a product that's not going to give us a lot of headache when we launch it. It's going to be the marketing budget is going to be a little bit lower. It's going to take us faster to profitability without having any issues. So do not expect any product that you're going to find is going to be 100% right, but you will work for it. But you don't want to be working for something like garlic press. If you do garlic press, 100%, you're going to waste a lot of money because the competition on that specific product is huge and there's not much you can differentiate. So I want you to get that in your head and make sure that you're just trying to find something that's reasonable and it takes you less effort to launch it. So that's the whole thing. So I'm going to teach you that, how to do it when we get to the product validation, which is hopefully after this methods I'm going to show you. Hopefully next session, we're going to get into product validation. I'm going to show you the 2 ways of validating product and how to make sure that you differentiate your product very well, making sure that you're reaching all the criteria to make sure that when you launch your product, it becomes really easy for you to launch it, easy for you to rank for keywords, and easier for you to compete in that specific marketplace because your competitors are going to be less experienced or not as good as what we can do. And that's what it is, the game. We're not reinventing the wheel. We're just making the wheel look prettier. We're making the wheel goes a little bit faster, and that's it. That's all we're doing. Nothing more, nothing crazy. So that's being said, let's go ahead and talk about the tools, which is Viral Launch, Jungle Scout, and Helium 10. You know them all. But I'm going to show you, that's what we covered last week. We didn't cover Viral Launch and Jungle Scout, but which we covered Helium 10. Is the same process that I showed in Helium 10. It can be replicated in Jungle Scout. The same thing is going to be replicated in Viral Launch. If anybody uses other tools than Helium 10 and they have Jungle Scout or Viral Launch and they have any issue, please leave me the question in the Facebook group. And if I see many people asking the same question, I have no problem making a video on Viral Launch and Jungle Scout because I use them myself as well. But I went with Helium 10 because most of you have Helium 10, and I think it's a good tool as well. Now, I want to talk about this method, and I think a lot of people do not think about it very well, or they're very scared to do it. It's about a product that has high price with low volume, and the other method is low price and lightweight, but has high volume. So when you have a product that a high price, usually you want to make sure that your product has a lower sales velocity, has a lower volume sold per month. So for example, in this way, if I'm gonna look for a high price item, I might look for a product that sells 150 or 200 bucks and higher, and it sells maybe, I don't know, 20, 30 units or 50 units a month, and I'm okay with it because each product that I'm gonna sell, let's say one every other day or once a day, I am going to make at least 100 bucks on that specific product because it's going to have less competition because all the people who are looking for high price item, all the beginners, they cannot afford a high price item, or they don't understand it, or they're always scared of the fees, Amazon commission, and they always get into that specific mindset that, hey, high price product, they're not good because they're bad. No, high price product, you find a good niches, I'm telling you, if all your goal is to make $2,000 or $3,000 a month, so what's the problem of selling 30 products at $100, which makes you the $3,000 per month? But you need to be smart about it. Do not go high price item with high competition or high volume, high sales velocity, because what that means is more competition means if you have a product that has high sales velocity, that means more cash flow, and also means more problems for you, like more hijackers, more issues you're going to encounter. Because usually people who really get into this niches or hijackers or anybody want to get into that niche, they usually have a big capital. So very hard for you to compete, especially if you don't have the capital. So look for something very low volume, sells, I don't know, 15 to 30 units a day, high price, you make 75 to 100 bucks per sale, and you'll be good. Now, the other method, which is everyone says do not do, but I believe if two things matches, you should be fine. So if you have the low price item, we always say keep away from it. But if you have a product that low price, lightweight, sells high volume, but has a lower competition, you will make the money, because usually the profit margin on $10 to $15 product could be $1 to $3. But you can buy the product for $1.50 and sell for $15 because you need to count in Amazon fees, Amazon pick and pack fees. This is going to be at least $8, $9. You will end up with $3 to $4 plus your PPC and everything. You will end up with $2, let's say. But in this case, you want to find something that sells a lot. And if you're first to market with this product with low price and easy for you to ship, you can ship them within 7 to 15 days by air shipping instead of sea shipping, because you're going to have a faster delivery or faster shipping. That means less cash flow, less issues you're going to have with the money, but it needs to sell high volume. And this is product you can find something very cheap, because a lot of people are keeping away from them. Hey, small products are not good. Low price item is not good. But if you find opportunity and you find something that low price but sells so many times a day, why not do it? And usually when you have a low price item with high volume, you're going to see the market itself is very weak. You're going to see the listing not good. You're going to see the listing is not optimized. Keyword wise, you're going to see a lot of Chinese sellers. They don't know what they're doing. They're just putting products there and everything is not optimized. If you come in with a little bit of budget, in the beginning, you're going to lose money with this one, because the ranking is going to cost you a little bit, maybe more than a higher price item with higher margin. But at the end of the day, you're going to make the same kind of sales. And that's very key. So do not shy away because someone out there or someone who's in YouTube or someone, whatever, said, oh, you cannot do it. I see people are making hundreds of thousands of dollars with little small product items, but you can't replicate it. Instead of having one, they have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 20, 30, 50 products, each one of them making $1,000. At the end of the day, you're going to see they're making $30,000, $40,000. So this is very key, and do not shy away from products like that. So let's go ahead, and I would like to share with you how we would be able to look for something like that very easily. And I would love to say, hey, you know what, right away, I'm with you right now live, and I will be able to find you the product right away. It's not the right method, and I don't want to teach you this way. I don't want to be a guy who did my research last night, find the product, and then I come here, I was like, oh my God, look what happened. It's not something I would like to do. I want you to understand it's going to be a process. For someone who's really experienced, maybe it will take him a week to be able to find good products. So me, when I sat 2 months ago or a month ago, I sat down the whole week. I was just looking for products, putting the products up there, putting the products, getting the products, as we said last week, finding them, pin them in the top, see which one's good. And I put it there as a potential product. But then I have to do all my validation process. And that took me almost a week. And I believe I'm experienced in that. So for you guys, if you see yourself, you are, taking me time, yes, let it take time. It maybe take you 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month, month and a half, 2 months, but be good at it, okay? And do not think about the perfect product, but find something that you can validate later on. And that's very, 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 very important. So do not drag it, because you're gonna have this analysis paralysis issue, and I don't want you to get into that. Once the data tells you the product is good, once we get into the validation process and you see everything is cool, that's it. Trust the data and keep going, and that's it. Anyways, so let's go ahead and talk about high price item with low volume. So what we're gonna do, you can choose the category that you want. So let's say, for example, I'm just going to select them all just to be funny, but usually do not. But let's see what happens. Now, you can start with the revenue if you want, but in this product, we're going to do price. So I'm going to do $100 to, let's say, $500. Review count. Here, review count, you need to make sure that reviews is not too high, because remember, we have a high price item. When it comes time to giveaway, when it comes to get reviews, it's very hard for us to do this method. Hey, giveaway, get the product for free and refund them. We're talking about big cost now, because Amazon fees could be 100, 150, plus your product might cost you another $50. So it's going to be expensive. So you need to make sure the reviews is low, but offering a better product. Now, so let's say here, I'll do 50 or start with 25. Here, let's say 5 review rating. I don't care. You can start with the revenue if you want, but I have the price, and also I'm going to do sales units. Sales per unit, let's say I'm doing 100 unit max, and let's say 10 minimum. That's it. Poundage, I don't care. And let's go see what's up if we find anything. So we have over 200 units. And let's see what we can find. So this is, I think, I'm going to do monthly. You can sort it the way you want, from monthly, or you want to do it reviews wise, it's up to you. But let's say, for example, we have this kind of product, and I'm going to open it. And let's take a few other ones. This fan as well. And let's look at this very well, and you will see what I'm talking about. So let's say patio furniture I'm looking for, outdoor patio furniture. Now I understand this product, it could be seasonal because only in summertime, but I'm not looking at the peak season. I'm looking at the whole year. So it could be this one. Don't forget, in Florida, in Texas, in California, the weather's still nice. So do not assume if you're living in igloo like us in Canada, we believe that every day is winter, where it's not the case, okay? There's people actually have sun the whole year, which is, you know, surprising we're still living in Canada, but it is what it is. Let's say we get this product, and let's go to Amazon, and let's see what happens here. So we're gonna, usually what I do, I look at the results, make sure the results are good, and then I'm going to evaluate our competition. Now, don't forget, outdoor patio furniture is a high search volume keyword. So for sure, we're gonna have 10,000 results and all this blah, blah, blah. If I wanna go more in high search, if I wanna find a product with a high price, with low volume, I'm not going to target the main keyword. I'm going to target the longer tail keyword, because I'm not here to compete on, hey, I wanna get the top, the short tail keyword with the highest search volume. No, I'm gonna target the ones with 500, 700 search volume, 1,000. I'm gonna have a small campaign that has a very small amount of keyword in each campaign that's going to have 1,000, 2,000 searches per month. And hopefully by targeting those keywords that the big competitors are not focusing on, I'll be able to make a sale a day or a sale every other day with a lower cost per campaign or lower cost for PPC, okay? So when I come here, I'm gonna come here, run my, look at this one, 55,000 for search volume for outdoor patio furniture. We're not targeting this. We're gonna target something, hey, I don't know, waterproof, outdoor patio furniture for my house or something like that. I'm not sure, but something, you know what I mean. You try to be able to find it. We'll be able to find it. We can do reverse cerebral. We can find the product that's doing very well, and then we can get into it if we want to. But like, look at now, this product already has 2 stars. Usually, I believe with Helium 10, anything over 2 stars, you're good. Now, I do not take this metrics as good. It just gives me the idea, say, you know what, look into it a little bit more if they give you that score. But I'm not going to say, oh, 2 stars, let's launch the product and let's get screwed. No, I'm not doing this. Let's look into it first. Very, very important. Okay. Now, so let's say here, I come here first. I'm going to look at the review count. I'm going to go from lower to highest. Now, look at this. A guy with 3 reviews making 36,000. We have another guy with 4 reviews making 8,000. We're looking at a guy with 8 reviews making $25,000. Do you see that now? What I'm talking about? The very low reviews will still be able to make money, and those people just launched and they're making this kind of money. So you tell me, if I'm looking for a budget, if I'm looking for $100 or $50 a day, yes, I can make it with this product. I will order 50 units, 25 units, 25 sets, send them there and sell them whenever I want. Understand, it's all about returning your investment. It's all about doubling my money. So if I'm able to do that, why not? A lot of people sitting on cash, they don't know where to put it, because now if you put the money in your bank account, you're gonna get not much. Trust me, not much. If you have 100,000, I think you're making $16 or something like that. It's not much. So putting your money somewhere where it's gonna give you a return of 10, 20% or 25%, that's already a plus. So let's look at this. If we have multiple people at a lower reviews, that means new to the market and they're making money, we're good. Look, when people start hitting 13 reviews, they're making 55, 34, 40,000. You telling me, can I get some reviews? And don't forget, I know it's a black hat, but as I promised you, I'm going to tell you everything good and bad. And I'm going to tell you what's a black hat, what's a gray hat, what's the things you can cross or not. But you make a decision. You're responsible for your business, not me. You're not going to come tell me, oh, Saad, you said this, you said that. No, I'm giving you the ideas, what the information are out there, and you need to take it and translate it into what's your risk tolerance according to yours. But I'm telling you the ideas, what I have, what I'm thinking about. Now, if about reviews, it's very easily for me to get 5 reviews. Yeah, a few things. One of them, you can basically get unverified reviews by just letting some of your friends leave a review on your product without purchasing it, because Amazon lets you leave a review, unverified review, without buying the product. For example, if I had this specific set, I sell it in my own store and someone buys from my store and goes to Amazon, leave a review, they can do that. So I can get 3 to 5 reviews very easily. I know manipulating the system. I know it's against the term of service. It's only 3 to 5 reviews, okay? A second thing I can do is basically selling the product to friends of my friends. They can buy the product, and then I will get the product back for them to send the product. When they buy it, they get the product to my 3PL, and then I'll be able to get from my 3PL and put it back into the stock again without losing 100 or 150 or 200 bucks value. So you see, there's where you can play with it, because this market, I'm not looking for 50, 100 reviews. I'm looking for 2, 3, 5 reviews. Who cares if I'm able to break the rules a bit? I'm telling you, with my risk tolerance, if I get into this one, and when I put my money where my mouth is, I am going to make sure I do whatever is good for me to make the money. Now, we're in a capitalistic environment. We're here to make money. We're not here to say, oh my God, this is not good. Amazon doesn't like it. If you want to follow Amazon rules, I'm telling you, you're not going to make the money. I was once upon a time there, and I'm trying to follow everything, because what happened, you go ahead and learn something from another course that's telling you, do not cross the line, because they never done the business and they never have their money against, they don't have their money in the market. They don't have skin in the game. But when you have all your investment and all your savings out there, I'm going to do whatever I can to make it happen. So for me, I don't mind crossing the line from now and then. I'm not going to cross it in a way where I'm going to get my account shut down. 3, 5 reviews, not much, because this market doesn't require that much. Okay. So this is one of the products. I know maybe it could be seasonal a bit, but we can check this one very well. So if I want to check seasonality of a product, which is we're going to get to validation, hopefully next session. If I get there, usually I want to validate based on a person who has a good, like, look at this guy, 131 making $150,000. So let's say this guy's been selling for a long time, which is, I believe he is. He wouldn't get 131 reviews just because he was selling yesterday. And look at the listing. I mean, this is basically, I went, my daughter, she took the picture and she went to Canva and she just put that writing. I mean, come on. But why? Because there's not enough competition. People are going to buy whatever in there. So easy for you to really look different. So look here. If we look at this chart, which is almost like Keepa, you will see the spike. Anything with low BSR means high sales velocity. Anything with higher BSR, that means low velocity. Okay, it works the opposite. If I'm number 1, that means I'm the best. That's the BSR. If I'm number 1, I'm the best. If I am number 100, I'm the worst. And this is how it works, okay? So if you look here, this guy, in May, he was out of stock, came back. Here we have, I want to see here January. January here is going up, but I mean, this guy wasn't consistent though. He was just now taking it serious, and he started launching in the June. Yeah, he just started. So if I want to go more, let me go to another person. Let's say this guy, when he was selling. April 2020 already. So let me see if I can find someone else. Nope. Let's see. Let's see this guy. Because what happened in this kind of seasonal products, which is if you don't time it right, you can get yourself screwed. A product like this, when they have a specific high season, you need to make sure that the product really you replenish. Like if I'm selling in summer, I have to be in February already ordering my product, making sure that's in there for May or April, whenever the high season is. But if I look at this, I mean, look, January, that's what I'm suspecting the product to suck. Okay. And it has 20,000 the sales rank in January. So it means the whole time, if I go a little bit deeper, okay, here, if I look, January, which is, I'm assuming this is when icicles and winter and all your windshield is going to be frozen. I'm expecting this product not to do very well, is actually doing 20,000 or 13,000 in sales rank. That's huge. Now, if we look at July, at May, it's 4,000. So the sales spike is crazy mad here. So we need to look at previous. Always I base my information, especially now when a lot of people tell me, hey, we're in crisis, we're in COVID. How do you calculate product? How do you know if a product is good or not? I look at the last year data. Last year data is the proof for me that if it was doing good in last year, that means now it's going to do well. As long as you don't do anything in festivals, for sure. You need to be the product, you need to be also a little bit thinking about it. But what I look at the last year data. Like for example, now the issue was we're having a product that used to do maybe, let's say 10 units a day before, now is doing 30 or 40 units a day. So you need to look at the last year data to say, hey, are you comfortable with making 10 units a day? Yes, I am comfortable. So that's how you make the process. So the same thing with this. When you get a product like this, you go ahead, I'm going to show you the validation, which is going to go with every product the same way. You'll be able to say, hey, you know what? This product I'm interested in, I'm going to get my 5-10 top competitors, look at their chart, see how they were doing last year. When is the spike happening? When their sales is slowing down? Everyone's happy with high sales. When it goes down, that's when you make a decision. Is it worth it for me? When it's high BSR, when the sales velocity slows down a bit, am I okay with selling 1 to 2 units? If you're okay with it, good. That's it. Nobody looking in this market. I'm telling you this is work 100%. But do not, think about it. It's the same investment I'm doing. $5,000. I'm trying to replicate 5,000, make it 10,000. It's the same thing if I buy $5,000, I buy 500 units. It's the same thing if I'm investing 5,000, I'm buying 25 units. But at the end of the day, if it doubles up on money, I'm okay with it. Okay. So let's say this product again. This is another product. And look, I didn't prepare none of this. I'm telling you, just came in. I was like, this is what I learned, and that's how I'm going to do it. And this is how I look for product. I wanted to do high price item products. So let's say here, for example, outdoor ceiling fan. And let's see what we have. We have 1,000 results, a little bit less. And I mean, you know what's funny? A guy with 10 reviews, he's still able to get the sponsored ad position, because sponsored ad position is very hard for you to get if it was really, really seasoned market. We talk about that when we get to PPC. But look, even a guy with 26, he's still taking the first position, which is great. Don't forget here, the profit margins are huge. So if I spend $25 in a campaign and each profit margin I have $100 a net profit, what is it if I spend 25 and pocket $75? I will do that all day, replicate that over and over. But let's go ahead now. And first of all, I want to check, make sure that 75% of the results comes up is the fan that I'm looking at. Now, the one I'm looking at is more industrial ceiling fan, not a regular ceiling fan. But let's see what we have here. Still price is high, still 139. Let's see what happens here. No, I don't want this. No, you don't use this. You use this. We're teaching helium 10, guys. So let's wait what happened here. Okay, this is 2.5 stars on top of that, which is really great for me to look further. And look, outdoor ceiling fan has 59,000. Remember before I said, hey, we're gonna target, let's say, the industrial ceiling fan, industrial outdoor ceiling fan. I remember when I used to work in a company called Skyfold, and we used to go to big companies like Google, Facebook, and we used to build those walls for them. And every situation you go, you see these big ceilings, big ceiling fans, huge industrial ones. I was really always curious, and it's like a new thing happening. So imagine if I find a keyword here says industrial outdoor ceiling fan, 60 inches or 70 inches, but has 1,000 or 2,000 search volume, and I target only that. It's going to be really phenomenal. You're going to make good money. But let's go ahead back here and let's stop the whatever nonsense. And let's see, this guy, we have one review making 119,000. Here we have 7 making 14,000. Look, I don't want you to look at the guy I'm not telling you here, oh my God, look at this guy, 120, 50, $150 million making. You're not going to compete with these people. You want to compete with, hey, what I'm trying to make. That's what I said. Focus on yourself. Focus on what you're trying to achieve. 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and replicate. If I want $5,000 product makes me in profit, that means I need around $15,000 in sales, let's say, okay? So I need to make sure that I am comparing myself to those people, not to compare myself to 100, 200, 300,000, because now we're getting into cash flow issues. We're getting into a lot of issues that we don't want to deal with. So I look at the lower reviews and let's see how they're doing. Here, a guy making 19,000. I'm cool with that, 19,000 actually. It's very nice. He has 8 reviews, 435. 435. If I go 435. Okay, so if I come to this guy and open him up, and I come here, let's see how much he's making after. So here you have very quickly. So let's say this product sells for $435 here. $435. Okay. Amazon fee is $86. You make $349. So if I get this product for $125 shipped, landed. No, hold a second. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, $349. So you need at least $175. So around $175, I'm making $175. Let's say the product cost me $200. I don't care, $200. I'm making $150. Let's say 50 of it is going to go for PPC. I'm being very aggressive now here. 50 bucks, I'm saying. You're still making 100 bucks. Imagine you do that every other day, or you just have it. You have 30 units, and 30 units times 100. That's $3,000 you're already making in profit. So this is very, very, very important for you to check. And as I said, you're gonna go through them. Like for example, if I wanted to check this guy now, he's making 8 reviews. Let's see when he was selling, how long he's been selling. Here we have from November 19, so September 19th. We have from April 18th, that's very good. And this is like a retail arbitrage product a bit, but also look at that. We have a person who's been selling there for almost 3 years, and he has only 8 reviews. You see, you're going to see a lot of people who are selling in this market for a longer period of time, but they don't have the knowledge to be able to get the reviews. They don't have the knowledge to be able to rank very well. But why they're doing very well? Because they're selling a product in a market, low competition. People are not doing enough good things in a product, and you'll be able to compete. And you'll be able to outdo these people. So let's say a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, then you'll be able to get 10, 15 reviews, then you're set. And with the stuff, you know, what I just told you how I would do it will be fine. And look at the other thing. The listing is garbage. I mean, 4 bullet points here, 5 bullet points, very small, not optimized. This one could be actually, it's Industrial Scientific. So usually Industrial Scientific here has a good pictures. Okay, no. Sometimes Industrial Scientific wouldn't have the bullet points here. They'll have like a chart, but they're in the good category. But the bad thing here, I mean, look at the listing is very bad. So this is the method I would do with high price item with low search volume or low competition or low sales velocity. And you'll be able, I'm telling you, once we get to the point where I'm going to show you validation, look here, we went only 2 times. I'm looking for a product and they're already giving me over the 2-star, which is telling me, hey, it's a good potential. Let's look further into it. It doesn't mean I'm going to do it right away. I need to go look further. And if I start looking into competition and looking at the keywords they're ranking for and look for the keywords they're not ranking for, and I'll be able to target those long tail keywords, the game is mine. I'll target these slowly, build myself from the bottom to the top. Now, this is, as I said again, high price item with low volume sales velocity. Now let's do the opposite. Okay, we're doing the opposite. Now we want to do a low price item with high sales velocity. So now here I'm going to do something. Let's do 12 bucks and let's end it at 20 bucks. Okay, because here we don't need to be a lot. At the same thing, I'm gonna do the reviews at 5 to 25 for the beginning, and then I can go further. Then I can go more and more and more as you want. Okay, but here we can do the sales units, how many monthly sales per month we can do, or we can do revenue. It's up to you. It's all they're gonna come to the same time. Like if I have a price 20 bucks times 300, that means the product sells 600, 300, that means 6,000 units, and you'll be able to replicate it easily. But let's say we're taking the monthly sales and I want a product that sells minimum here. We're saying low price, it means high volume. I want to do at least 400 and let's say max 1,000. Okay. Or you can do revenue here. I can say 10,000 or let's say 7,000 to 20,000, 15,000, either or. Okay. You play with it and you see what happens. Now let's see how many results we're going to find. So we have 200. I don't know what's 20 bucks here, but anyways, let's see. Oh, okay, here I understand. I need to take off. Okay, here I'm going to be a little bit selective because what happens here, low price, I'm going to find Nike shoes. I'm going to find shirts, and I don't want to get into that. So let's look into home and kitchen, and this isn't difficult. That's it. You can look into it. Usually arts and craft is very good for this. That's why I chose it first. So let's see, we have 200. Okay. First, I'm going to go with revenue. And let's see what we have. So we have here scrapbook, DIY scrapbook, foot album, 19 bucks. This 19 bucks basically you get the product for 3 to 5 bucks. These ones I wouldn't do it because there's a lot. I mean, stretch couch covers. Couch covers they have. I mean, this is 2 year before I found this product and I gave it to one of my clients. The only thing you need to make sure there's a lot of variation. So I wouldn't do something like that. Saturated. I want to look for something weird and awkward. These, you know, this is the same issue. I don't like them because drapes or curtains is going to have a lot of colors, variation. So you know what? Instead of that, let's go ahead and also put 3 variation just to narrow it a little bit more because I don't like variation when it comes to this. Okay. So we have a small basket, 25 making 16. Let's see what's up here. I'm gonna take this one off. Let's look more here. We have 3 colors. It's 3 colors. I'm okay with it. I don't think it's a big deal. 3 colors. This one now is doing well just because everyone checking everyone's faces, you know, checking, you know, whatever it is. Like this one, corner, shower, caddy, could be something. Another shoe rack. Fun Express plastic carnival banner. Let's see this carnival banner. Let's come here. Hold a second. Did I do? Yeah, I need something very lightweight and easy. These are not very lightweight, but packaging paper. Packaging paper, maybe $13, 800, 12,000. Let's say 20%. I get $2,000, 2,500, but cost them not much. Paper also, you need to pay attention to paper, especially when it comes to shipping. There's some restrictions on paper and raw material, so you need to be aware of that. So make sure you check that before you do anything. These bibs are a little bit over. What's this? Plastic flat elastic cord bands. I don't know what this is actually. Let's see what's this. That's it. So you can keep going. You're gonna find a lot of things if you do. So just play with the numbers. You'll be able to find more, but I'm just showing you the methods. So let's say, for example, you have this carnival. Plastic carnival banner. Let's see what's that. Here, let's connect. Here, don't forget, we're looking for, like, look, search volume 30. It's not enough for me. I need something with higher search volume here. 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, like plastic carnival banner. You expect it to be much better, but it's not. So you need to have way better than this. So this one, just by looking at this, I don't want it. It's too niche. And also carnivals. You know what happens with carnivals. Woven storage basket. Small basket. I wouldn't use small basket because it's too short tail keyword. But I think woven storage basket, it looks much better. So let's see what we have here. You see here, okay. The guy is doing well, but it doesn't mean he's doing well. It has to be a reason. Now, he's for sure spending a lot of money on advertising and on marketing, because woven storage basket, if I come in here, you will see they're all different types, different material. They have fabric, they have those, what's called that, rustic stuff, whatever thingies. And I wouldn't like this product because there's a lot of issues here. But if I wanted to compete and have it just have multiple products like this very easily, I actually would run Cerebro on this product and see what keywords they're ranking for. So let's say, for example, I come here, come to Cerebro, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do just to find the main keywords. And I'm going to do get keywords. Now, don't forget, when Cerebro goes in, they just find me all the keywords that are being indexed for. It doesn't mean they're making sales off. So I don't want that. I want to make sure that being indexed. So I care about 300 search volume minimum or 500 search volume minimum you want to have. And you would like to get organic ranking up to 30. And also, I would like to get organic ranking, organic positions. And then I'm going to come here and let's see the 3,000 becomes 79. So basically, most of his sales, this guy's coming from a keyword that starts from 300 search volume. He's the top 30 positions, usually the first page, right? 30, 35 position is usually the first page. And as we know that main of the sales comes from the first page. So 30 positions I put just to be conservative. You can do 35, you can do 40, but 30 is conservative. I'm telling him, find me a keyword. Show me what this guy is being ranked for organically on the 30th position max, and also has a keyword that consists of 2 words. That means 2 words and higher. And also I want the organic positions. I don't want the sponsor. I don't want what Amazon recommend me. I want the organic position. So now if I see 79 of them, okay, and he's ranked number 1, 2 here, 2, 3, 4, all this keyword. That means these are the keywords that he's making sales from. Look, he's the one of them is hemp basket. The other one, tabletop basket. Then basket for keys, 300. Then small woven basket, 2,000. So you see that all this keyword here, they combine maybe 5,000 to 6,000. And he's making sales of them already. So if we go back to him, and let's see how much he's making money. He's making 18,000. Now this is, it could be on the whole niche, or it could be separately. Amazon, this is not Jungle. We're not using Jungle Scout. Sorry. Okay, let me see here. Look, this one they just spread them 6,000, 16,000, 16,000, 16,000. I don't believe each one of them making 16,000 here. I think it's going to be fluctuation. Okay, but let's say the first product making 15,000, the other one's making 8 and 8. Let's say we need to make sure we don't over exaggerate, because those tools are only estimates. Like now, if I run this one comparing to Jungle Scout, you see Jungle Scout here does not give me the numbers, or it's going to wait a bit until it gives me the number. Hopefully they do. Usually, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. If they give me the number of each variation, how much is making is good. But just to look at it, say, hey, this guy making 15,000 from the main product, I believe maybe he's making, let's say, less in this one or less on this one. How do you pay attention to that? Is comparing to the reviews. Comparing to the reviews. If I have a product that making more reviews, that means selling the most. If I have a product that making less reviews, that selling less. So let's see, according to this example, if I have a product making 48 reviews here, that means this color is selling the best. The second best is this one, which is the 47. Then the third one is going to be the 37. These how you can manage which one is doing the best. So he was like, you know what? I'm going to target a very small keywords, which is 320, 400, 360, who cares? Remember I told you, like, if you get to 500, you're basically making around 3-5 sales a month. He was like, you know, I'm going to replicate that. I'm going to have all the small keywords, rank for them. And I'm telling you here, if you count them, you know what? I'll tell you. Let's see if we can Excel it very quickly. I know we're not supposed to talk about that, but I just want to show you how this guy thought about it, okay? So here, all the organic positions. This is the search volume. So I'm going to go only to, let's say here, and I'm going to come here. Okay, so all here. So all here. Here we have 36,000 searches here. 36,000 searches, but they're all of them baby words. 300, 400, 300, 400 combined together, they came up to how much we said? 36, I think I said. And that's the top 10, huh? I'm not talking about anything more the top 10, which is he's making more. 36,000. So combined for the top 10, he was like, I'm not going to go ahead and compete with the big boys. I'm going to take small keywords, rank for them at the top, which is very easy. And then I'll be able to make the sales through those keywords without taking the 20, 30,000, 40,000 search volume keywords. So that's how you find a product with low volume. You'll be able to identify the keywords, and then you say, hey, these are the smaller keywords he's ranking for, and you'll be able to go on. So for example, if I wanted this product, I just go ahead and put it here. I run my X-ray, and then I pin it. So we can do more research on it. So later on, it's going to be pinned in my tracker into Amazon Product Research and the X-ray, whatever, the Helium 10 in the backend in the app. This is going to be a big list, and we can pin them, pin, and then we're going to do a validation process later on. So you'll be able to replicate that, guys. And I'm here. I'm just look. If I put my head into it and I sit a little bit longer, I'm sure I'm gonna find a lot of products, 100% with the method. This method that I just showed you now, both of them. So now I'm gonna get back to you. As I said, okay. Let me come back to you. So I looked for two things: high price item, low search volume, low price item with high search volume. And that's how I'm going to play with my game.